folks, thanks for coming back to my channel. We're in March 2023, so yeah, a lot has happened. We're out of the winter, and as you can see, we have our first spring flowers coming out. This is always a nice sight after a cold winter full of snow. Even the lavender is slowly showing signs of life. Little shoots popping out there. You can see my my miniature banana. Looks like it survived, believe it or not. Under all that brown meshy stuff, you'll find there'll be some shoots popping out a bit later in the year, so probably by next month. All the lavender, as you can see, is still there. Got little pots here for the birds to rehydrate, and lots of little different things coming out the ground at the moment, as you can see. Even here you see the hydrangeas showing signs of life. We have the raspberries, shoots popping out. So here we see, coming up to my beloved plum tree. I actually have two of those. Look at these beautiful shoots popping out. All of those have potential to be a fruit. Of course, very few of them will be actually, and if there are a lot, I'll cut them. I'll cut a couple out so that we get bigger fruit. So that's the Japanese plum tree. Excuse my camera here, but yeah. So here's some more interesting shoots coming out. I went to a kind of a garden market and bought all kinds of bulbs from Holland, and who knows what they're gonna be, but it looks good. Here we have a nice apricot tree. It's going to have pink flowers, as you can see. That's just about to pop out. That is a grape that I put in last year, so I expect some serious growth from that this year. And this is the goji berry tree, or bush. Goji berries are red, long kind of fruits. Personally, I don't think they taste so good myself, but they're pretty expensive to buy, and I guess maybe we can make some jam or something. This is a very nice apple tree that I bought, I think, last year. So again, it should grow really well this spring. I think the roots have had all winter to really do their thing. And here's another one of those same plum trees that I had before, Japanese plum. It's a red, juicy, bit sour plum. It's really nice. And this section here is where I plan to build my chicken cage. So it'll house the chicken coop, as well as it'll provide a nice area for them. It'll be caged in so that they can walk about. Of course, when we're there at the house, which is always in the afternoons and on the weekends, we'll be leaving the chickens to run free. This is a wonderful grape, third year in the ground. You can just see how it's grown. It was just a little stalk when I bought it, and it has beautiful big green grapes. And one bunch of the grapes can weigh up to 1.5 kilos, so it's really nice. Yeah, so here you can see the ground is just coming off out of the frost, or out of the big freeze, and it's getting ready now. I'm going to put some compost on there, maybe a bit of mulch. This is the fig tree. I bought this one about 2 years ago. It was just one little stick, and it's shot into multiple sticks or branches. Here I put some roses. There's another one here at the back. Just red and orange and climber roses, because I put in this kind of garden accessory, or whatever you want to call it, so that we have a nice entrance from the street side, covered in climbing bushes with flowers. I got honeysuckle there as well. On the left, the green bush growing up, that's honeysuckle. It's a white and gold one. This here is a hemp palm, it's called. It's a palm, kind of a palm tree, but for very cold countries, and it actually grows really tall. And as you can see, the little we call them goose flowers have arrived. Those little white flowers. Geese like to eat them, and that's really the sign that spring is there. Spring is now in full kick. Yeah, here you see there's a second one there, and yeah, here we have the gooseberries in the back, and in front is this is the gooseberries. As you can see, everything is throwing out shoots, so in a month or two the garden will be green. This is another apple tree I put in last year. As you can see, it's really still a young one. What is it? It's a Balani apple, so let's see how that comes along. Some more spring flowers coming out. This is another apricot mixed with peach tree. So that's a hybrid coming from Germany. Let's see how that's gonna look. Very excited about that actually. Can do a lot of nice desserts with apricots. Here you go. I mean, this is the section really where I have about 15 different kinds of raspberries, and there's 1 or 2 types of blackberries as well. As you can see directly below is the what do you call it? Rosemary. This is the lovely rosemary. I have 2 kinds. Believe it or not, I've cut this one back in October, and it's still huge. We even have an artichoke hidden there at the back. They survive the winter very well. They have extremely thick and hairy leaves. There's another artichoke. This is a bigger one. It'll actually grow maybe a meter or 2 high, probably about 2 or 3 meters high. Well, let's say a meter to 2 meters high, to be fair. We've got the mint coming out. Love the mint. Got I think 2 kinds of mint. Got the Moroccan mint and the, I guess, Vietnamese mint. This is the sage, or salbei. Very, very good. Good with meat. Good with all kinds of things. This is thyme. Got some onions here. Got some chives. Another grape plant I put in last year. This is the blackberries here. This thing should explode this year. I think we're going to be really having a bountiful harvest throughout the summer and into late August. Into late autumn even. Yeah. As you can see, I've built some additional scaffolding here and different kind of wooden features so that I can do a lot more vertical growth. And I even put some grapes on the side so that we really get an interesting mix of things. And this, of course, is the lovely little attractor of bugs. Yeah, this thing attracts, ladybirds, bees, wasps, all kinds of things, butterflies, and that's very good for the garden. They help with the pollination. Here we go. This is the little nursery where I keep some of my herbs, but this is also where I start off my my artichokes. So as you can see, there's a couple of babies coming out. I don't know why, but they grow really well in this bed. So I'm gonna just transplant them in a month or 2 to various parts of the garden. This is actually some garlic I put in about 8-9 months ago, so we'll be harvesting that soon. And we recently built our winter garden terrace. Yeah, so this is the mulberry, Pakistani mulberry tree that I got, and I'm very excited to see that one grow this year. This is another rose plant, I guess, tree, and another one of those palm trees. Here is where I do all my lovely composting. So all the stuff from the kitchen, leftovers, chicken manure, all that stuff, it all tea bags, as you can see, everything that goes in there, leftover fruit. Got some worms in there, and they do a nice little job of chewing up everything. And then the result basically is something like this. This is really extremely good biological material for the garden. It's full of bugs and all kinds of things, and very, 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 very healthy. Here we have some bigger trees that came with the property. This one is an apple tree, but unfortunately, and maybe somebody can tell me why, it has 1 or 2 apples a year, and maybe it's too much in the shade. I don't know. On the other hand, we have here a very lovely pear tree, and this thing is really full of pears. Full. I mean, maybe 50-60 pears a year. It's also in the same position, and as you can see, it's getting ready to explode with life. And here's a very nice, I guess you'd call it in English, well, that's a blackberry, but this one here is a peach tree. It's called the Teller Pfirsich, which means it's like a plate peach. It's a very flat kind of peach, very nice. And this was just a young tree 2 years ago, and I think it grows phenomenally every year, so I'm really looking forward to this one sprouting soon. This is an area that I keep for all the kind of kales and different kind of colder veggies that I plant, which I will be doing soon. And that's another mulberry tree. This is a different kind. This one really shot about 3 meters of growth last year, so let's see how far it goes this year. And then the biggest and the oldest tree in the house is about a 40-year-old cherry tree, and that's this one here. And this thing is really amazing. It has, I don't know, thousands of cherries every year. Big, nice, juicy cherries. So this is about to, they actually come in May, so not too far from now. And as you can see, the buds are there as well. So about to become very active. Well, thanks for watching. All the best.